All right, 11.7, all about circles. We love circles. Simply stated, the standard equation of circle is here. It's x minus h squared, y minus k squared, and then equals r squared, okay? Your center is h and k, and then your radius is r units. So if I give you the equation here, and I ask you to find the center and the radius, you should be able to pull this out, sorry. Your center is located here. Now look at the equation, it's x minus h. So if you have a positive 4 here, that means it's got to be x minus a negative 4 to get you that positive 4. So your first coordinate is negative 4. Here you have a 1. Your center is at negative 4, 1. Now, the radius is r. This is r squared. R squared equals 16. So your radius, all you have to do is take the square root, and you get your radius of 4. I would like for you to do this first example, please, and then come back. So pause and then come back, please. All right, I want you to notice there is nothing being subtracted from the x and y, so that's why your center is at 0, 0. And then if I take the square root of 27, well, this is 9 times 3, that's where the 3 square roots of 3 comes from. The next example asks you to write an equation with a center of negative 2, 3, and then a radius of 2 square roots of 3. Well, all you have to do is plug it into the equation. Remember, your equation is x minus h squared, y minus k squared equals r squared. This is h, so that's x minus a negative 2 squared. This is k, y minus 3 squared, and this is r, 2 square roots of 3 squared. Now all you have to do is simplify it. This is x plus 2 squared, y minus 3 squared, and let's see here, 2 square roots of 3 times 2 square roots of 3 gives me 12. All right? Next one's a little bit different. It says write an equation of the circle that goes through this and has a center of this. Okay? That means that your center's at K, and then the circle goes through this point J. This is going to be the radius. You're going to actually have to use the distance formula to find the length of the radius. So I would like for you to please find the distance formula. x2 minus x1 squared, y2 minus y1 squared, and then find the length of the radius, please. So pause it, find your distance, and then come back. All right, so what I did is 6 minus 1, which is 5 squared, 4 minus a negative 8, which is 12 squared. I came up with the square root of 169, so I know my radius is 13. So now it's x minus, the center here is 1 squared plus y minus negative 8 squared equals 13 squared. So x minus 1 squared, y plus 8 squared equals 169. These are always my favorite, okay, because you have to graph it, and it's always a little silly. In order to graph this, you have to pull out your center and your radius. The center here, because we're not being subtracted by anything, the center here is just simply 0, 0. And then the radius is the square root of 16, which is 4. So you'll always plot your center first. Here it is, at 0, 0. And now in all directions, you're going to go 4 because it's a radius of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to try your best to draw your circle. I would like for you to do this one, please. Find your center. And find your radius. Graph it, come back, and we'll see if we end up with the same thing. All right, so your center is at 3, negative 2, radius of 5, and there's your circle. Last one says write an equation of a circle whose diameter is this. Okay, the diameter is this. Well, first of all, if you think about this, your diameter goes from negative 4, negative 2, to positive 4, positive 2. Okay, clearly, oops, your center is going to be at 0, 0. The problem is figuring out the radius. Well, the radius, you could do the distance formula from 0, 0 to 4, 2. Please do the distance formula. All right, 4 squared plus 2 squared gives you the square root of 20. So now we have x minus 0 squared, y minus 0 squared equals the square root of 20 squared. So this is just x squared plus y squared equals 20. We will practice this more tomorrow. Make sure you come back with your questions.